Hey everybody, 49 AM. So I feel like a lot of people don't even realize that they're in their own healing process. And I'm going to give you an example of that. Boom. If you don't respond to things the way you used to, you're what? Healing. If you don't react to things the way you used to, guess what? You're healing. If you find yourself really discerning how and what you should say, guess what? You are healing yourself. You are healing yourself. If you don't respond, if you don't react, if you're actually listening to hear instead of listening to respond, you're doing what? Say it again, ladies and gentlemen. You are healing. And someone asked me, why do we need to heal? And I got the perfect answer for this. And I'm going to break it down in simple terms. I figured it out. I got the formula. So my thing is this, right? The reason you heal, right, is because you do not, how can I say this? The reason you heal is because when you begin to heal some stuff about yourself, when you no longer respond to certain things, when you have learned how to pick and choose your battles in life. Oh, we about to get surgical in here. Oh, we about to get surgical. I'm all shaking and shit. Father God. Let me tell you something. The reason that healing is necessary is because you will no longer use yesterday's pain as today's perspective. Woo! You better we about to get surgical with this. Think about that. You will no longer, when you start to heal some stuff, and healing comes from different, listen, maybe you just had a kid. Maybe you just, things just changed for you. Something put things in perspective for you to say, okay, I'm going to do this differently. I want to do that differently. Even maybe it's a spiritual awakening. Oh, we about to get surgical with this. The reason you heal, and I'm going to just leave it at that because I got to calm it on down and bring it on down. Woo-sa. Get into my zen. You feel me? The reason healing is so important is because you won't use yesterday's pain as today's perspective. So whatever happened to you way back when in the 2000s, you understand, when you find yourself looking familiar, like, wow, this looks like 2009. Wow, that looks like 2010. Didn't you go to jail? Oh, Lord, Father God, I think I'm sharing too much. But I will say this, right? When you begin to heal, you no longer use yesterday's pain as today's perspective. That's not what's going on now. A lot of the times we live for our past and not live for our future. And what do I always say? I say that because that is lived experience. You got to stop living back there. You don't live back there. That building is abandoned. And if it's not abandoned, you need to abandon it. Well, abandonment issues, abandon that building. You don't live there no more. You don't live there anymore. So I say that to say this. Healing is important. And sometimes a lot of us are so caught up in whatever, trying to be cool, that you don't understand that you are healing. If you don't respond the way you used to, if you actually do some active listening to hear a person instead of listening to respond, that is you healing. You're changing for whatever reason. Who knows? Just go along with it. Go with God and go along with it, Father God. The reason healing is important, I'm going to say it one more again for those people in the background that don't understand. The background is that you no longer will use, yesterday's pain as today's perspective. Leave it alone. If it's no longer suitable for you, leave it alone. And that's not an easy feat. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I want to sing it in the background. Sometimes I want to slide my ass to the past sometimes because I'm not over some stuff and I don't care about it. But then, when you start healing, you do care about it. And you don't want to use yesterday's pain as today's perspective. Stop living for your past and live for your future. 49.